Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my 2025 college football week 6 player props and best bets. Super excited to bring you these picks today. Absolutely great show last show. We went 3-0 on our best bets. We went ahead and cashed out Alabama +3. We also cashed out with Notre Dame versus Arkansas over 64, and we cashed out Mississippi State +8.5. So 3-0 on those picks. And then we did fairly well on our player props. If you're new to the show, welcome, first of all. And let me tell you something, I will have NFL and college football picks throughout the season. So if you are a fan, if you like college football, NFL content, this is the place to be. Hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And if you don't want to hit the subscribe button, at least hit the like button. Show your appreciation of the content, the information that I've gathered. Every single show you watch, you will leave with information you did not have before. I promise you that. So that's how you can show your appreciation. Not charging anything, not asking for pay for picks, none of that. Never will ask anyone to pay for picks. This will always be free. Only thing I ask is your support by like, comment, and subscribing. With that being said, let's get to our picks. 8 picks for this show. Three best bets, 8 player props. But we're gonna get to how we did last week first. 5 and 4, 55%. Decent, but not where I want it. Spread totals 3-0, 100%. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Thomas Castellanos was over easy. Levitt over easy. Lacey over easy. Claiborne over easy. And Daniels over easy, just like some eggs. All 5 of them easily cash. Now, losers. Reed, Martin, Coleman, Shapen. None of them were close. I'd say maybe Cam Coleman had a lot of opportunities, but those picks just did not pan out last week. Now, like I said, one of the few people that are this transparent, giving you a season breakdown, constant stats, 8 and 10, 44%. My goal is to get to 65%. And then player props, also my goal is to get it to 62%. Remember, 58% is profitable. Let's get over that mark this week. Avery Johnson, 2025 average pass plus rush yards is 231. Here's the thing, he's a 6.5 underdog. I got him projected 278 passing yards. I like the underdog role here, although I think Kansas State has a chance to keep it close. I do believe that this bad Baylor defense is allowing 430 total yards a game. If they do anything, they're going to try to stop Dylan Edwards. They're going to try to stop him from running all over him like he did UCF last week. I think they watched a little bit of film, and I think they're going to stack some boxes and say, Avery Johnson, beat us with your arm. And I think he can do it. Um, Look for a more aggressive game plan going forward. Let's be honest, they have nothing to lose. All their goals that they started the season out, a lot of them are kind of out the window. So with that being said, look for a more aggressive play calling. Look for Avery Johnson to play a little more loose as well. A lot of the um, a lot of the pressure is kind of off of him. So now it's just like go out and play. Super athlete, good dual threat quarterback. Give me his over 271 pass plus rush yards against a very bad Baylor defense. Bryce Underwood here from Michigan. I'm going with his over 884 average, 185 passing yards projection. But here's the thing, he's facing the best rushing defense in college football, Wisconsin. The one thing they know how to do is stop the run. And one thing Michigan likes to do is run. So all week they're going to try to stop the run. Similar to Avery Johnson, they're going to want Bryce Underwood to beat them. I see, already good defense stacking the box. It's going to make it impossible for this team to run. I think they're gonna, let the training wheels go a little bit on Bryce Underwood. Let's not forget he was a number one ranked prospect in 2025, number one ranked quarterback 2025, and 100% composite score. So the perfect prospect should be able to get over 175 yards, especially against the fifth worst pass defense in the Big 12, and that's what Wisconsin is. Give me his over 175.5 passing yards for Bryce Underwood. Next guy, Caden Salter, of Colorado. Caden Salter haven't went with them this year. I went with Shedeur Sanders a lot last year, and he cashed more than anyone else. And his line, passing line, was more than this projected rush and passing yards line. So I think Caden Salter has a good line here. Plus, TCU defense allows 370 total yards a game. That's a lot of yards they're giving up. And on top of that, Salter is a experienced quarterback who has had success at Liberty at another level, but has been very successful. Here's another thing. TCU has a great offense. Great offense. They run really fast pace. This game should have a lot of plays involved. And I believe Colorado's going to be playing from behind. TCU's defense is second to last versus the pass. So I see them exploiting it. Also look for Colorado to open the playbook a little bit. I think the whole ground and pound is not working for them. Look for them to spray this ball around. Give me the over 251 pass plus rush yards for a true dual threat quarterback in Caden Salter. Next guy, Jam Miller, coming into the summer. Jam Miller was, by all accounts, the best player on Alabama, a Heisman type caliber player. Then a collarbone injury set him back. But in week one, he still had 16 carries in his first game back versus Georgia. So that shows they have shown some real like identity. We're gonna run this guy. Projected rushing yard 63. Here's the thing about him though, he's got to get his rhythm back. And I think he will. I think Bama will overwhelm this Vanderbilt D line with their massive offensive line. I look for anywhere like 22 to 23 rushing attempts in this game. He had 22 rushing plays he was on the field last game. Bama lost to Vandy last year. Look for them to kind of avenge that. I look for them being up at the end of the game, which is going to have them run a little bit more, try to grind that clock out. Give me the over 58.5 rushing yards for Jam Miller. Next guy is Jalen Daniels of Kansas. We went with Jalen Daniels in the last show. He easily cashed, coming off a 445-yard passing game. 445 yards passing. That's crazy amount of yards. And it's not a surprise. This guy's a 6-year senior. He's played forever. He knows every single thing that can be known about playing at Kansas. And here's the thing. UCF, yes, they are ranked number one versus the pass, but they haven't played many teams with skill positions and explosive offense like Kansas. Facing a team that got beat versus the run, I expect them to make adjustments. They just got ran all over by Kansas State. See the projected passing yards, you see his average. Give me the over 231 passing yards for Jalen Daniels. Next guy is Carson Beck, 243 average passing yards, projected got him at 248. Beck has completed 73% of his passes this season. Why am I such a big completion rate percentage guy? When you complete a lot of your passes, that means the play calling is good, the protection is good, and your accuracy is good. All three things I love when you're talking about overs. He's cleared this number at a 50% rate this season. Florida State is ranked fourth in the ACC versus the run, so they do a really good job stopping the run. But I think they're decent versus the pass. But the Hurricanes are going to look to be a little bit more aggressive in this game. His number is really low. The lowest has been all year, 236. I absolutely love this over 236 passing yards for Carson Beck. Next guy is Anthony Evans, Mississippi State. You see his average receiving yards 65, projected 66. He's averaging 5 receptions a game. This is a transfer from the University of Georgia. If you haven't seen him, super electric guy, an explosive wide receiver. Texas A&M has struggled with slot wide receivers, and now they get a guy that Mississippi State is looking to get the ball in his hands. A good route runner. Let's be honest, Texas A&M has had some busted coverages. I think they will continue to do it. Also, another thing, averaging 12.4 yards per reception. So when he catches it, he's getting, really good yards. Really speedy guy, as I mentioned, good route runner. Give me the over 53.5 receiving yards for Anthony Evans. Now, last but not least, Michael Jackson from Purdue. Not the king of pop, but the king of props is telling you to bet Michael Jackson. 2025 average receiving yards 53, projected 56. He's a clear wide receiver one with 23 targets on the season, so he's getting more targets than anyone else. Another thing you need to know about Michael Jackson is he is a great route runner, played at USC. He's been over this number 3 out of 4 games this season. When he transferred, he did transfer to Georgia. I think some didn't work out there. So he's back here at Purdue getting another chance. Illinois secondary has had many coverage busts this season. So look for him to exploit those as well. See his average is a little bit over what he's projected. Give me his over 50.5 receiving yards for Michael Jackson. Now for our best bets. All three are on the screen, but let's go Kansas State versus Baylor. I think Kansas State, give me the +6. It was 6.5, now it's at 6. I absolutely love this number here. Kansas State came in as the Big 12 favorite to win the championship, a team that was supposed to make the college football playoffs. So +6 seems like a good number versus a Baylor team that was not picked nearly as high. I haven't been impressed with Baylor's defense. When you're that bad at defense, I don't care how good your offense is, I do not expect you to be able to blow a team out because you can't stop them. So give me the +6 for Kansas State. We got Texas A&M versus Mississippi State, and give me the over 58.5. I think both teams put a lot of points on the board. I don't think either defense will be able to stop each other. I think this is going to be a shootout. Hopefully it stays close, but close enough where they keep their starters in. I don't think it's going to be that type of blowout for Texas A&M. I think it's going to be a lot of points on the board. Give me the over 58.5 for Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. And now we got Colorado versus TCU. Give me the over 58.5. Really good pick here. I like Colorado here for a lot of reasons. Number one reason, Colorado is going to have to keep up with TCU. TCU is going to be up and down the field. It's going to have to be a situation where TCU, Colorado, definitely going to score a lot of points. Give me the over 58.5 for the Colorado versus TCU. We got the recap. Avery Johnson over 270 pass rush yards. Uh, Give me this pass rush yards. Bryce Underwood over 275 pass yards. Caden Salter over pass rush yards. Give me Jam Miller over 58.5 rushing yards. Jalen Daniels over 231 passing yards. Carson Beck over 236 passing yards. Anthony Evans over 53.5 receiving yards. And then Michael Jackson over 50.5 receiving yards. If you appreciate the content, appreciate the show, if you appreciate the lab work, if you appreciate the time I spend, and the show being very consistent, having one for you every single week, hit the like button. Also, leave a comment and then subscribe to my channel, NFL, college football picks all year long. With that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.